kind of like her, bro. I kind of dig her. Hey, it was good seeing you at the training station. What?
You're not.
Basically, this is what we do every night. Sort of come to the city, meet girls, pick up chicks. Being free is what I want to do. I don't want to be held captive. It feels like I'm in prison in that house back home.
Zach was good maybe for about a week, if that, and then just caused me absolute hell. I tried phoning him, texting him, he turned his phone off, went out one night and didn't come home. I had a phone call from the school asking if Zach went to school that day. And they said he went to sick bay and then walked out.
Yeah, lads, this is what the boys from Lewisham do in their own time.
So we got suspended from that. So 3:30 that morning, I got a knock on the door and it's the police, saying that they'd caught his friend graffitiing, that Zach had pain on his hand. You know, all he had to do was just help me out and do the right thing just for a few weeks while Alec was away.
Feels like I haven't seen him in ages. I took him for granted. I'm not afraid to admit it either, I took him for granted. I should have respected him more. I guess, I don't know, when he's not around, it seems like I just fall apart. I always think every day of cousin Brandon that passed away. I always think of him. And then I think, what if I was gone? Who would miss me if I wasn't here? Why do the ones that you love die even if they're good? Help me understand. Please help, I'm lost. One night I was in the room playing Xbox with Bailey, and Mum came inside, started swearing at me when she was drunk, and then said, "You little piece of shit, you're so dumb and useless. You know, that's why you're here with me." This was the thing that hurt me the most. She said, "I don't even love you kids. You're the reason that me and your father broke up, you, Zach." And never told Dad, never told Amy. But only because I didn't want. I don't know. There was just something about my mum. I couldn't stop thinking why someone could hurt someone so bad, and then she called up and the first thing she said, she go, "I'm sorry, son. I didn't mean to do anything I did in the past to you. I'm really sorry." I said, "It's not good enough, Mum. That's not gonna make me happy today, and that's not gonna change anything what you done." She started crying and she said, "Okay." I couldn't hold it in, so I started crying, but I didn't want her to know. And then she's like, "Alright then, I love you." I couldn't even answer back, so I didn't answer. I just said, "Bye, Mum." Never spoke to her again.
I found this in your cupboard. Can you tell me what the hell this is?
Yeah.
A bucket bomb. How the hell do you know what a bucket bomb is, Zach?
Don't know what everyone else is doing.
Why would I want you at the age of 14 to be going and hanging out with people smoking dope? Is someone sneaking into our house at night, or are you sneaking out at night?
I'm sneaking out.
Why?
Getting good on. I didn't want him to find out that I was smoking weed. I was just getting annoyed with the world. I can tell you now, being racially abused is not something you have to put up with every day. I was racially discriminated for 3 years, and all they've been doing is sending the kid home for 2 days suspension. I got 20 days suspension for being a some kid.
who called me an ABBA. I will say, I wasn't angry at the kid. I'm angry at the school because they didn't do anything about it.
I want you to know, you are the biggest fucking disappointment ever come on us. You've done nothing but chuck every opportunity that's come your way and just piss it up against the wall. I expected more from you, but obviously you don't have it anymore. You're just full of shit. You're just thinking about yourself.
I'm done living in this shit house. I'm done living in this shit city. I'm done living in this screwed up freaking world. I only go somewhere where my grandfather walked around. My grandfather, before that grandfather, walked around as men on their own land. And look on the young man through their eyes.
His time is coming. This is Zach's time. All the elders, the women and the men, marked him to go through ceremony, and that's what's going to happen now. I think the influences of the city life have been getting to him a little bit lately, so that's why it's good to have him back out here on his country, so I can really sort of bring him back down to earth.
Here we are at Fish River, we call it Vladimir. We lived on this land for so long and now we collected it, we can't go away from it. We live in Doomadgee, but the kids will say we want to go home, but well, we know where the home is back here. Yeah.
In places like this, all this whole country, we're all connected and all our songlines meet up all everywhere. This is our part here. This is where we belong. This is Dry Creek. This used to be my camp. This is where I was raised here, pretty much as a little young fella, kid, running around here. This was my breakfast table. This is my old fire camp right here. We used to get up every morning and have breakfast around a campfire. It certainly opens up some old memories of just being a child and being so free. And I tell you what, I can't believe I used to climb that thing. I used to climb up here as a kid. I used to go straight up this escarpment, straight up the cliff face. I can still see my track where I used to go, but you know, I think being so free back then and being able to do what we did, danger was kind of, it came with the territory, so it didn't kind of bother me. But now thinking about it as an adult, I look at it and just go, you know, there's no way I'd let Zach go up that mountain. I wouldn't let him climb up that cliff face. I'd be screaming at him. This is the Gurrumburu Gorge. This is the sacred waterhole that's the home of the Williamma. Now we believe that when you come home, when you come to the door, you gotta come introduce yourself so them spirits can welcome you home, like when she's blowing there now. When we come home, we gotta get our smell to them old people so they can know that we're home here. So basically, we rub our underarms, we get some mud in our underarms, our mouth, and we wash ourselves in the water and let the old people tell us that we're home. Hey, old fella, hey, go gonna do? Come home. Well, we went and visited the old fellow's tombstone this morning. You check that? Yeah, brother. Zach, because he's his grandson, he's a young guy for him. He had to take sand from his home, Gurumburg. So he had to take country back there and put it on his gravesite so the old man can be safe and can feel his country back on him. Hey, old fellow, it's me. Go gonna do? If Bowendy with me too, come back from country or your grandson here. Doomadgee, namesake one of yours. You bring your country like you, put like your graveside. Come here, son. Come around, son.
My grandfather to me he was everything. I have the right to speak on behalf of my grandfather because I'm Doomadgee. I got the same skin as him. So I was the only one that can step over that fence and sit there right beside my grandfather.
My dad was one of those old men that he was very strong. There was nothing he couldn't do. My greatest memory of Dad was when after I finished my initiation ceremony and he just hugged me, looked me in the eye and said, "You're a man now." To me, that was very important.
It meant a lot to me. I was just about to pour down tears, but I tried to hold myself together. So I went and had some time alone down the river and just sat there and cried. I couldn't sit there and, picture that he's underneath there, underneath all that rubble. He's there and he's probably standing by my side. But I hope one day, with this ceremony and stuff and all this, I can make him proud. And I can be a leader, not a follower.
Sit around. Come sit. From here on in, when you're up there, when you're around them old people, you just listen. Because what they gotta tell you is secrets that have been handed down for thousands upon thousands of generations. And there's secrets that only us men know. This is your turn for your link in the chain to your culture, your heritage, your ancestry. We're the oldest living culture in the world. All right, boys, to see these rocks, the old people that come here, they'd get their magara, their white paint, their yellow paint, or their red paint, they'd put them in here and they'd crush it. Yeah. If they wanted to do a handprint, they'd grab him, put him in their mouth, and spray it up there. All right, Bull and Bailey, you get up and you're gonna put your hand up. See that mark there, up on the wall like that? Put your hand like that. See if you can fit inside them 12 little boys' hands. After go to initiation, first stage initiation, they leave their mark on the wall to signify that they're going into manhood. And that's where you're more going. That's the next step for you. That's where you're heading to over the next week or so.
So last night we arrived in Robertson River at 9 o'clock, and all of us boys were taken to sit down in a private spot away from everybody, sort of separate us from women, and because the women can't see this stuff. What now, Mims?
He's a mad black fella, I reckon. Yeah, catch your hand.
I'm there curled up in a room, look sleeping. He says, Zach, can you go out there and get braid? And I'm rolled over to the room. Can't you go out? Do you want your man to come back in? The ceremony's finally come. I've been waiting for years for it. It's planning and planning and planning and planning. Sort of going through every emotion in my body, and happy one minute, sad the next, worried, scared, confused. My mum turning up, I'm hoping on her to be here, but I don't know. Amy can't take her place. And I know that sounds mean and everything. I love her to death, but you know, she's not my mother. It's not gonna feel the same for me. Like, to everyone else it might feel the same, but it doesn't feel right to me. I just want my mother to hand me over, you know? If she doesn't come, I'm not gonna be happy, man.
One of the first things I do when I go home is I go and visit the elders, and I see the senior law people, so I can pay my respects. Because that's what you need to do before anything begins. Hey, you see, your daughter, you look? Boys?
Hello.
Sorry. We'll come have a cup of tea with you now. Yeah. Talk with his boys.
Yeah. Long travel, right?
Laughter, long way, all right? You got pot on?
Yeah, you come there.
Yeah, it's easier.
You having a good week?
Bit of rain on the road. I picked all them boys up to all the Robinson meeting. Got about 10, 12 boys there, plus that cousin of yours, Zach. There's a big old cup of tea, look at that. That's a quarter cup, eh?
When you're on things like this, everything gotta be on step when you get there, just get the balls rolling and you're in business.
Now, as long as you're happy, as long as you got them boys there, and when we get everybody else there, I'll get everyone in place, get that Germany grand set up.
Yeah.
But we'll come get you and everything else sorted out.
Everything all rigged up.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah. If you need anything over the next day or so, I'll ring you back, telephone you. If you need some tobacco or something.
Right on.
Suppose we have a little ribbon in it.
Be careful, that crocodile might jump off the bank.
Well, the preparations move along really good. You know, Coin, my cousin, he's starting to sort of move around, getting the grounds prepared today. Everyone's very excited. They know something big is happening in town. Ceremony to the mob here, the Gladwell people, is very important. So this grounds, you know, it's important that we make sure that everything's right, that the grounds are prepared properly. So in the next few days, everything will sort of come together. Got a nice big fresh bullock last night, had a nice feed. I was sitting down there with Coin, with my cousin, having a big feed of steak. You know, one of the things around here is the preparation of food is a big thing for the women. It's kind of their way of contributing to the ceremony, and it's their way of saying, we're happy you're here, and it's a respect thing to sit and eat with your family. So I sit and eat with a lot of my mob while I'm here.
There's going to be a lot of families will be attending this ceremony. Like, it's the time for people to gather, enjoy friendship, and sharing knowledge, learning experience. Mainly, it's teaching young generation of respect.
Nothing like an Olympic medal, something much more valuable. We treasure this, man. This is something important, and Dad as well.
Hi, my name is Pravon. I'm 12 years old. I've gone through ceremony. I'm skinned in Bulan.
My name is Randall, and I'm 16, and my skin name is Nali Marimi, and I'm going to ceremony.
I'm Leroy Terrence Patrick Jewell, and my age is 18, and my skin name is Blind Skin.
My name is Imran Diamond. I'm 17. I'm going to ceremony. I feel excited about it.
What I'm doing here is making a breastplate to decorate these boys with, what do you call it, pattern thing on them, you know? I'm gonna get a feather later on to go with this. And you're gonna see some pretty dark with it. Some have beads too. Back in the days when I went through them, I had them round bead seeds. You know, I went through 1978 when I was 11 years old. They get disciplined for ceremony. When they go through this, you can't go back home and mom tell you to do something, or mom tell you stop doing this. Stop doing that, boy. You can't turn around, and he's not allowed to turn around and say, oh, this is my business. No, man, them things are gone, they're finished.
There's still a bit of work to do, but slowly coming together. Everybody's sort of pitching in. The secrets of this thing will be revealed to the young fella once they hit the Doomadgee ground. People like old William Davey, because of their respect amongst, like their standing amongst us, you can't go grab the gunman, the top man, till the day it happens. It's kind of like I kept saying, you know, it's a bit of a game of chess. You got to make sure all the pieces are happy, make sure the king's happy, the queen's happy. So at the end of the day, hopefully we'll have checkmate right here.
Yeah. rain here in a minute. Yeah. When you make a boomerang, the secret of it, you gotta watch the tail end of it. If the tail end of it crooked, you straighten it up. Keep him straight. Like right now, he don't look straight to you. Yeah, well, I just gotta take his fat end off, see?
So many roads in all directions, but they all seem to end where they begin. And no matter how far I run, I'm home again. Tomorrow, everything will change, but we'll always have today.
Making a test plate for the voice. So far, altogether, there's about 21 of them, because there were a few more coming in last night.
Nothing stays the same. Oh, remember today.
I got a phone call from one of the senior lawmen to tell me that Bailey's been called up into this ceremony. I was a bit shocked at first, but I could see why they called him up, because he's a very strong young man in his own right. He goes about his business quietly in the background. He's got such power within himself, and you know, I'm really excited for him, and I'm very proud of him. I'm not really sure where Zach's head's at, but I know he's been talking about having his mum here. I know that's been playing up on his mind quite a bit of late.
I don't know, man. I feel lost. I feel lost. Just the most important thing of our two boys' lives. She's not here for it. So right now, I just want to go and do a ceremony and just sit down and think. Dad, you know, you should understand that I'm going through a lot of problems and I don't know what the hell to do with my life. I just want Dad to love me for who I am. Not for what he wants me to become or what he wants me to be.
I was kind of on the outside a little bit. I learned not to ask everything. I had to learn to follow. When the women started to do their dance, one of my sisters quickly showed me how I was meant to hold myself and the position of my hand in as the mother figure in this.
Well, they got different way of dancing, like breast is for mother, for their son, and sister when they hold their leg for brother.
We hold one of the surviving Gujiga that's left in the Gulf country. Gujiga is the map of the land. It describes who we are, where we come from, and the animals that relate to us. And my brother, Robert Parrow, he's just 30 years old, and he's taken over my father's song line.
Well, I'm the last one out of the mob and street family. I'm the last young one out of my three dads. That's why I got these strong songs from my dad, and today I hold it with my brothers and my nephews. And they're very strong singing this songline from their country. And it's really good to keep it going and passing it on to a generation.
I'm proud that those two going through together, Bailey and Zach. So I need to have a night or two to maybe mourn a little bit, cry for them and let them go.